Thank you for joining the Hype Magazine. I understand we're going to be talking about robots.
Yeah, future of work. Yes.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, the future of work and how it might be affected by technology and robots.
Yeah, our robots, are cool, but, what can you tell me about them? Are robots and automation going to take all the jobs from our kids, and can we help, can we have some hope for the future?
Yeah, I think we can have hope for the future, and you're right. Robots are cool, and the good news is, though, they're not coming to take away the jobs of our kids. So parents can breathe a sigh of relief on that front. But we do know that technology is going to significantly impact both the economy and the jobs of the future, along with a bunch of other trends. And we need to sort of get out in front of that as quickly as we can to sort of reevaluate the skills that are going to be necessary. In the research that we've done, we know that 1 in 10 workers are in jobs that are going to experience an increase in demand, while 1/5 of the workers are going to be in jobs that are going to decrease in demand. And that leaves about 70% of the rest of the population in jobs that are going to remain uncertain. We don't know exactly what those jobs are going to look like. And so we've really got to reevaluate the skills so that we can help people learn to work alongside and with the technology.
Absolutely. Why is this study different from other studies?
Yeah, there's a lot of work out there on this topic, isn't there? And we think that a lot of that asks kind of the wrong question, which is, are robots coming for the jobs? Which often leads to doom and gloom or even a fear of technology. And we think the right question is, what will those jobs look like, and what skills, more importantly, can we build to prepare for those jobs, which then leads to a much more optimistic and action-oriented set of results. In addition to that, we in our research looked at trends beyond technology, such as urbanization, more people moving into cities, globalization, demographic change, etc. So we wanted to see how all of those trends come together to impact the future of work, not just robotics. And so we feel that the findings are optimistic, they're action-oriented, and they're much more nuanced about how we prepare for that future.
Like, what sort of jobs will be most in demand when our children enter the workforce?
Yeah, so we're seeing industries in education, in healthcare, those are going to go up. As people live longer lives, they want to live healthier lives and happier lives. So, jobs in education and healthcare are going. We're also seeing creative jobs or design jobs are going to go up. There's a lot of demand for those types of services and products. And we're also seeing some interesting ones, like one of the top 10 jobs is librarians. Who would have predicted that librarians is going to be a rising job for the future? But when you dig into the skills that are required to be a librarian, it's not really about navigating stacks of books, but it's about helping people find information and make sense of information. So if you look at it that way, librarian becomes closer to an information scientist. And so then that becomes a really exciting future job that companies and universities and people are going to want to have access to. So we think that the research kind of gets us away from the fear of technology and into how humans and technology will work together to shape the future.
Are there any key skills that will help prepare our kids for the future?
Yeah, that's a great question, and for me personally, it's one that I'm really obsessed with. I have a son who's in high school, and I think that the key is actually exactly what you just said. We need to focus on the skills that are going to be in high demand, and not so much on the jobs or the job titles that are going to be in high demand. And the work that we've done shows that some of the key skills are going to be things like a combination of interpersonal skills, complex decision-making, and problem solving, as well as those sort of skills that we call uniquely human skills, like social perceptiveness, judgment, decision-making, things like that. Because those are the skills that are going to help us work with the technology and alongside of the technology. And the other thing I think that we are very committed to is the fact that you're going to have to develop those skills not just in high school and not just in college. It doesn't stop with a diploma or a degree, and that you're going to need to actually commit to a lifetime learning, because you're going to be developing those skills throughout your life, all the way through all the different jobs as an adult.
Yeah, what are what can our schools and education companies like Pearson do to better prepare?
Well, the first thing is that we hope that this research really prompts a dialogue and a discussion among people in the education community at all levels and with parents around what does the future of learning actually look like. And I know at Pearson we're really excited about these findings because we think that this is going to help us as we help inform sort of the product creation and the learning materials that we build out and how we reach the students more effectively and teachers more effectively. It's a complex and important conversation that we need to have, and there has been a lot of doom and gloom and anxiety around automation taking our jobs, but we think that this report helps to provide a blueprint that'll help guide us into the future.
Absolutely. So where can we go for more information?
Yeah, so your listeners can go to futureskills.pearson.com for the full report, as well as a series of videos that will help you kind of understand more about the findings.
Thank you so much for joining the Hype Magazine today.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you.